All right, you motherfuckers, we back again. It's been a minute. It's me, Epic One Mike. I'm here to talk about these AFC playoffs. And truthfully, to me, I don't think the AFC playoffs are going to be exciting. And I'll tell you why. But first, let's just talk about the MVP for a minute. Give it to Josh Allen or give it to Lamar, it don't matter. Their biggest their biggest the biggest hump that they got to get over is when they get to the playoffs, they got to beat Patrick Mahomes and go to the Super Bowl. Neither one has done it, and in my opinion, one of them will. But for now, it's most likely that they're both going to meet up in the second round, and then one of them is going to go on to the AFC Championship to face the Chiefs. All right. So the reason I say that the AFC playoffs are not going to be exciting to me because the same damn teams are in it again, just about, especially at the top: Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. Duh. Um, the AFC when the Patriots were there, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick doing their thing, the 6 championships. Them boys were the dominant figure over that conference for nearly 20 years, I believe. And they went, and before everything crumbled down and Brady left, then Bill left, before that happened, they went to 9, I believe it's 9, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. They went to 9 straight AFC Championship conference games. And so for me, I feel when I see that, I feel that the AFC is a weak conference. Now, somebody else would counter argue, well, that's just how great Brady and the Patriots were. Okay, not going to argue on that. You believe that. I believe that the conference is weak because of that. But then after Brady and Belichick are gone, then we move straight into the Mahomes era. Mahomes is not a golden boy, and now the Chiefs are the dominant figure over the AFC. And so for me, since we already went through this with Brady, and then to go straight into it with Mahomes, I already know what's up. And so now it's like, this gets tiring and boring to me. So, as usual, the Texans are in, and we know that they're going to put them on first, I believe. So they're going up against the Chargers. They struggled this year, even though they won a division. They have a weak division. We know CJ has struggled. Chargers might get the win, but who knows? Then you got Pittsburgh and Ravens going at it for a third time. That rarely happens, but when it does, their division opponents, it can go either way. So we'll see how that goes. But of course, everybody expecting the Ravens. You probably got potentially the MVP there. And in his second game against the Pittsburgh, he finally beat them. So I mean, even though he has beaten them probably once, I believe 1-4 against them, now 2-4. So now he's gonna go up against them in the playoffs. People are expecting him to beat Pittsburgh simply because Pittsburgh is trash right now. Then you got Denver and the Bills. Bills possibly could get upset. I mean, the Denver Broncos got a great defense, but nobody's really expecting that because Josh Allen, possible MVP candidate. But yeah, I feel it's gonna be the same thing with the AFC, which is why I wanted the Bengals to do their thing and possibly get in and start and just disrupt shit, because they got hot. They got hot real late, but it was too late. They didn't take care of business, so they're not in the playoffs. That's on them. But of course, it's gonna be the same thing. It's either gonna be Lamar going up against Mahomes or Josh Allen going up against Mahomes, either second round or the AFC Championship, like it always does. But this time around, I believe the way the seedings are, uh, and how the brackets are, And with who we expect to win, second round it'll be Josh and Lamar going head to head. And if I expect the Chargers to win, then Chargers and the Chiefs. And of course, the Chiefs beat the Chargers, and we know Chiefs basically owns the AFC West. So in the end, again, in the AFC Championship, we're gonna get the Chiefs, of course, and then we're gonna get one of the MVP candidates. So for me, same thing's gonna happen over and over. Those are the top teams in the AFC. I would say Bengals are one of the top teams, but they didn't make it. So in a sense, this season they're not a top team. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the AFC playoff picture, because of what I mentioned, is over and over and over and over, that is going to be boring? Because I can look over on NFC and they got some good matchups that I would love to see. AFC for me, not so much. It's kind of like we saw this before, especially when it heads to that second round. And then, it gets to the AFC Championship. Now, we could see, you never know with the playoffs. Let me just say that. You never know with the playoffs. And it's possible that a lot of these top teams, it's possible that, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens could get beat. Who knows, before they even make it to the AFC Championship. That's how I feel about the playoffs. Anything can happen. Any team can get hot. Any team can just, play great football, and, the ball goes their way. They execute it excellently, and, they win the game. That's how I feel about the NFL playoffs. Anybody can win. So let's say the Chargers make it to the second round. They go up against the Chiefs, and they beat the Chiefs. I wouldn't really be stunned, because it's the NFL. With the NFL, anything can happen. Now in the college setting, if a team do beat the top team, then it'll be upsetting and it'll be stunning. But for the NFL, anything can happen, and it's just one game, man. That's what makes it, sweet and exciting. But anyways, y'all let me know. Do y'all think do y'all agree with me that the AFC playoff picture is going to be boring or not exciting to you guys? Y'all let me know. Anyway, this is the Epic One Mike signing off. Peace.